We've been telling you about this new initiative from the Department of Education called Project Pivot. It's barely a month old, but it's now gotten off the ground, and the school's chancellor, David Banks, hopes that it'll ultimately save lives. Paramedics and police surrounded yet another school with crime tape Tuesday afternoon in the Bronx. A 16-year-old Walton High School student ambushed after dismissal by a group of young people. The victim was knifed in the stomach and nearly killed after being stabbed outside PS 340 on East 195th Street and Jerome Avenue.
Our schools have been safe places. They really have been. Most of these acts of violence have happened outside of the schools. And that's why I work very closely with the police commissioner and the mayor to find those safe passages for young people.
Hours earlier, school's chancellor, David Banks, was on the Pix 11 Morning News, touting a new Department of Education program called Project Pivot. The month-old mentorship endeavor helps teens avoid trouble by forging a path of empowerment and purpose. He says many lost their way during the pandemic.
And we engaged community-based organizations from various neighborhoods around the city. And these are people who grew up in those same neighborhoods, who've had to, manage their way through a lot of crisis and trauma themselves, and have figured out how to be successful.
Then last night in Brownsville, Brooklyn, a 12-year-old boy was shot in the shoulder. Police say it's unclear who fired the gun and whether it was accidental. Youth advocates continue asking for the NYPD to patrol at-risk school corridors to prevent these problems.
So as he's addressing this migrant crisis, we need the mayor to put the same type of energy and resources into addressing this youth and school safety crisis.
The Department of Education says it will dedicate additional resources to the school campuses here in the Bronx this morning as police continue searching for 5 suspects responsible for this attack of the 16-year-old.